Hi, this is Mai from My Serenity Space. Today's topic is about how you can maintain the harmonious relationship living under the same roof. Well, it's quite a long title. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is that how you can feel comfortable where you are and how also you can make other people feel comfortable living with you. All right? So, I'm gonna give you the answer first. Appreciate. Whenever others do something, give you some kind of the service, say thank you. Okay? One of my clients, I was working for a while. Every time she was getting a phone call from her husband, she always said, "Thank you, baby. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for picking me up. Thank you for getting the milk. Thank you for coming home." Everything she was saying thank you. I was like, "Why are you saying thank you all the time?" She said, "Because that's how I feel toward him." I'm like, I like that. I'm gonna use that. Did I do it? No. But I am trying, okay? So I want you guys to say, whenever your significant others living under the same roof do something good for you, say thank you right away. Recognize what they did to you, okay? Most of the husband, they always forget to say thank you to the wife. It is becoming like taking advantage, wife has to cook, wife has to do the dishes and cleaning. No, that's not true. So more you say thank you to the wives, wife feel happy. We want to do more. Same thing to the husband, okay? Whenever husband come home, we trying to complain, why you are so late, why you didn't do this. Do they feel comfortable when they enter the house? The best thing, we gotta have the harmonized relationship. So always say thank you. I know it's not easy, but takes time and practice. And when I was going through some difficulty with my husband, we had the very interesting marriage counselor. We had different, but all of them did not want us to stay together. But we transformed our marriage without getting anybody's help. We figured out how to do it. That's why I want to tell you so many different advice, whatever it worked for us. I don't know, it may not work for you guys because we all are different, okay? But whatever might help you, please try to use it, okay? So one of the marriage counselor told us that, oh, that's a perpetual problem, so it's not going to be fixed, which was about tidying and cleaning and stuff. But you know what? 20 years ago, before I became a home organizer, so any of what I'm doing right now, I was living with a Japanese roommate. And she wrote me a note saying, please, Mai, do the dishes right away. And please do not use my plates. You have your own. Please use yours. When I read that message, wow, that totally changed me. Because my roommate and I, we never had any issue, we never said anything. So I thought, I was too comfortable. So I was leaving dishes. But one note she wrote really shocked me. So after that, I do the dishes right away. Not because she said it. I wanted to make her feel comfortable. Because of the harmonized relationship, I want to keep it with my roommate. So since then, I do it. So I've been asking my husband to do the same thing, but sometimes he doesn't, right? And of course, I used to be like, why didn't you do it? And then I started complaining. Do you think that relationship is gonna last longer? Do you think he wants to come home like that? So think about it. If you are constantly bitching about it, complaining, sometimes it's better back off. Okay? I still say it if something doesn't serve me. I don't keep my mouth shut. if some of you keep your mouth shut, hold everything inside, you're going to get sick. So sometimes you better let it out. Whatever you truly feel, be authentic. After you said it, don't feel bad. Most of you feel like, oh, I shouldn't say that. If you feel bad, you said it, admit it, and say sorry. Because that's how I felt that moment, but I'm so sorry how I said it. Communication, okay? That is very essential. Harmonized communication is very important, okay? So if you're yelling, screaming to the children, do you think they will listen to you? No. You better teach your children the way they can understand. I've been working so many family members, so I see how every single family discipline children. Every family is different. Some of the dads were yelling at children, so children learn when dads are yelling and screaming, that means, oh, that's a big no-no, we better stop it. But what do you think those children are going to be when they get married? They are going to do the same thing. When somebody yell at them, they will be like, oh, I have to change it, because they are programmed, okay? Do you think it's good? If it's good in your family, that's okay. But if you're listening to me here, think about it. Maybe this is the time you to transform in a different way. You don't need to yell and scream to teach children. You teach them. They will listen to you, okay? Because more you yell, and sometimes when I'm saying something to my husband, he barks. He's like, woof, 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 woof. It becomes the joke. And then I laugh. So he taught me how to be funnier, how to laugh. Because sometimes I get way too serious saying, so every family is different. I don't know what works for you, but my advice is always appreciate. Trying to have a harmonized relationship, because you want to feel like, oh, this is the most wonderful place. I feel comfortable being home, right? And your partner, your family members feel the same way. That's why you guys are living together. If you're complaining all the time, they don't want to be around that energy. I was not a good wife before. I was complaining, bitching, and I was accusing every single stuff. Do you think he wanted to come home? I learned it in a very hard way. But I don't regret what I've done. Because of all the mistakes I made, now I know what to do, how I communicate. So I want to teach everybody, okay? So number one, always thank you. Especially to your children too. You want to get children's help, right? So you tell your children, can you do this? Can you do that? Every time they do it, say thank you. And then you talk about your feelings. Thank you for doing this. That makes me feel so happy. When children hear that, even your spouse, when they hear that, they want to do that more. We all want to do something good for others, as long as we all have healthy mindset, okay? But sometimes I had some clients when we were going through home organizing, and there was a huge physical fight between the father and the son. Mother wants to make sure that the son does not want to end up living on the street. So she wants to make sure that everything is going to be okay. But you know what? Sometimes you better think what's good for you and your spouse. Especially children that are big enough. Do you still have to protect your children? What's more important? When I saw the physical fight between husband and son, I feel like I wanted to go there and stop it and call the police. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to involve. I have to let them figure it out. They've been going through the same cycles over and over and over. My clients are already in the 70s. Their son is in mid-30s. One day I hope they will wake up and say, you know what? No more. Sometimes boundary is necessary. Because no matter what parents tell this kid, even he's in 30s, he won't get it. He knows he can get away with it. I don't want any of you guys to live like that. And I'm not going to say all the details, what I went through, because this is a YouTube thing. But if you are interested, I can teach you why I am strongly suggesting sometimes it's necessary to put the boundaries between the children and the parents. And I can teach you those kind of courses on my digital courses and also personal coaching stuff, because harmonized relationship is the most important thing, okay? More you feel harmonized, more you feel love, that's what you can give. When there's a too much quarreling, too much fighting, do you think there is love? You have to learn the different kind of love languages, okay? Some of the families don't know how to communicate. So what I suggest you is let go of the past, whatever happened, okay? Let go. How you can start having a harmonized, peaceful relationship right here, right now. When you started realizing, you know what, I'm gonna change, I'm going to transform this whole thing, it will shift. Don't expect others to change. This is, you are going to work on it. Whoever watching this video, you are the one is gonna work on it. I wanna feel peace. So more you feel peace, no matter what others trying to do, when they started saying something, you don't need to do a catch ball. When they throw something, you can do this. Once you really started doing the work for you, no matter what they tell you, it's not going to affect you. It's not going to go like, whoa. It will go this way. Because you don't want to belong to those kind of negative energy. You're like, whatever, let them say anything. So this video, I talked a lot, but what I want you to do is trying to work on appreciation, trying to see something good to say about others. When I deal with my coaching client, sometimes I give them the homework. One whole week, don't say any negativities. That sounds harsh because I did the same work. Sometimes it didn't work for me. You know, more I felt like, okay, I shouldn't say it. I was carrying it and carrying it. When I said something, it became more than I should say. So whenever you feel like, okay, I'm not going to complain. And if you feel like, oh, say it and then forgive yourself. That was the only way I was able to handle it. Pressing all the feelings all the way down, that is not good, okay? So sometimes explode and like, roar, okay? Sometimes it's necessary. You better stand up for yourself, okay? Because you want to keep the harmonized relationship in you. I'm not going to say it. No, it's not gonna work. One day, you're gonna be out of the door, you're gonna be, so sometimes just say it, okay? So maybe all the messages I was giving you, you may get confused, but try everything, what works for you. If you said too much, apologize and also forgive yourself, okay? I hope all the messages I said it's going to help you because I want all of you to have a harmonious, loving relationship. Once you know you want to do it, it will happen. No matter how difficult the marriage is, no matter how difficult your relationship is in it, it's all up to you. Okay? So if you want to know more details, if you want to get the coaching, I'll be there for you. And you can contact me. I have the 15 minutes consultation and see how I can help you. When you want to change, that's the start. All right? Anyway, thank you so much for this long video. Thank you.